You guys, I am sure none of you are gonna believe this, wink, wink, but sadly, there seems to be trouble in paradise for Wes and Angie. And as much as I wish them the best and that they would ride off into the Miami sunset together in their bright orange tacky ass Bugatti, it doesn't seem like that's gonna be happening anytime soon. In fact, it seems as though Angie just might be on her way out. And I saw this coming a while ago, I just haven't made a video on it, but that all changes today after some recent developments. Before we get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on all my socials. Now, why am I saying all of this? Well, recently, Angie has posted some things on her Instagram story, and Angie is the type of person to passive aggressively post about things in her life, acting as though she is speaking about somebody else or in third person, but in reality, she is speaking about her situation. Anyways, in this Instagram story, Angie is asking her followers if they would think it was weird if the person they were dating installed cameras in their home to spy on them while they were out all night with their ex.
Okay, so I have an honest question for everyone. Let's say you're in a relationship with somebody, okay? And there's cameras in the house. And they record audio, video, everything. And the person says, oh, that's just for safety. But that person is the only person with access to the cameras. Is that really safety? Just asking. Because my opinion, I think it's creepy, it's controlling, and it's so manipulative. Especially when all of a sudden they feel so happy to go out and about now that they have these cameras in the house, and their ex keeps popping up at all these places, so that way when I'm trying to sleep at night, oh, she's here, she popped up looking for me. But really, it's to make me go crazy when all it does is push me away. I don't care.
It's quite obvious that Angie is talking about her and Wes, but to make matters worse, she reposted a reel talking about financial coercion. And I'm going to read it to you. There is music playing in the background, so I can't play it, but I'm going to tell you what it says. Financial coercion occurs when your partner controls you by controlling your access to money. Even when it looks like you're living the good life in a fancy house, expensive cars, designer clothes, you might actually have zero access to any real money or financial independence. It's like a prisoner in a golden cage. How it works: your partner controls all bank accounts, credit cards, and investments. You have to ask for permission for every purchase, even basic necessities. They monitor every dollar you spend. They pressure you to sign legal documents without explaining what they are. They could be prenups, business contracts, loan papers, or documents that sign away your rights. You can't work, or they sabotage your job opportunities. All assets are in their name only. The trap: you look wealthy from the outside, but you're actually financially helpless. You can't leave because you have no money of your own. You can't even buy groceries without permission. This is abuse. It's a calculated way to keep someone trapped in a relationship by making them completely financially dependent, regardless of the wealth surrounding them. The fancy lifestyle becomes a prison when you realize that none of this is actually yours. You're just allowed to use it as long as you stay under their control. Financial coercion strips away your freedom, choices, and ability to leave, even when you're surrounded by luxury. And yes, me being a girl's girl, I can admit that this is really, really sad. If this is actually going on, which I do believe it is, this is really sad. But then again, on the other hand, girl, duh. Did you actually think Wes was the type of guy that was going to share his wealth with you? No, absolutely not. And I know Wes is the type of guy that likes to come online and front like he's got all this money and he takes care of his women and he just likes to give his girl his credit card every day and tell her to go shopping. You know, he has to force her to go shopping every single day. We all know how he lies online.
And then you guys may think like Angie wants to go shopping. She is the furthest from any chick you know that's like, take me shopping. Fuck if you could get her to go shopping. You have to keep her there until she leaves or something. Bitch will not go fucking shopping. So I'm every time we go somewhere, I'm like, okay, do you have that in extra small? I'm trying to get her stuff to where she starts to stack her closet up and have options, so when we go somewhere, it's not a shit show. But even today, I'm like, oh, those sneakers will go good with this. Long story short, do you guys even know your chick's shoe size? Do you know her clothing size? And when you see dope shit, do you just pick it up or FaceTime her and say, hey, would you wear this shit? I mean, you gotta be pulling out with your chicks. You gotta be stunting. Like, that's the thing, too. Even if the chick's kind of hot and all her shit's dusty and busted, she ain't winning. Like, it's just not what's happening. If she don't even have a fucking gold rollie yet or something, that's a low-level dude's bitch right there. I mean, that's like starter kid. If she don't have a Birkin and a fucking 18-karat rose or yellow gold rollie, you are fucking slacking, straight up. And I mean, I need to get her a couple more watches, a couple different Kellys, different color. I mean, this is what I feel is needed for my level. Do you have a level that you hold yourself to, or are you just like, hey man, we're shooting for generational wealth, and then never spend anything?
But dude, this is why I make these videos in the first place, because I literally cannot even believe how many idiots believe this type of shit, that see guys like this flexing online and actually literally believe that these dudes have as much money as they claim they do. Really quickly, I just wanted to say that I'm editing this video and I understand the majority of people that believe this crap that Wes is spewing, their children or, teenagers at the very least. But you'd be surprised. Every now and then I run into like a 20-something-year-old idiot that actually believes this shit. And it's so sad and honestly pathetic. Guys, please, you're making me upset right now because I am not even that smart. I don't consider myself the smartest person in the world, not by a long shot. But if I can see right through this shit and how transparent these guys are, please, it upsets me that guys are following this, but much less women. Women falling for these guys and actually believing that they have all this money and that they're going to take care of their women. No. At best, they are lying about how much money they have. And at worst, they are using that money specifically to control women and people around them. People with actual money, with actual wealth, don't have to prove anything to you. They have nothing to prove. You're not going to see them bragging about how much money they have. You're not going to see them posing with the same designer bullshit time after time. We all know the guy whose entire page is full of hundreds of photos next to the same designer bullshit, wearing the same crusty ass Gucci belt, the designer shoes. Maybe they're posing next to some bags or some watches, whatever the but it's always the same shit. They're posing next to it, using it as a prop. They're not going to be driving around in neon, tacky ass cars. The person who actually has money doesn't have to prove anything to you, so they're not going to be talking about it. And the guy who won't shut up about it is not the guy you want to be around, and definitely not the guy you want to be dating. And as much as I feel bad that Angie is in this situation, I can really only feel so bad for her because it's not like she didn't know who Wes was. She was already with him. She had decided to leave. She got her and her kids, left Wes, and was out of that home, out of that situation. And she is the one who decided to go back, already knowing what he was like, knowing what he was like with money, knowing that, like she claims, can be financially abusive. He had all of these qualities the first time around. So what did you think was going to happen the second time? It's not like this is a young girl in her 20s that doesn't have any kids and is making mistakes and learning from them. No, Angie has to be at least 40 or around 40, and she has kids. There comes a point where you have to start looking at the bigger picture and not just making decisions for yourself because you want designer clothes, to live in a fancy house with a pool in Miami, drive around in nice cars. You have to start making decisions for your children at this point. And now you're in a house with your two daughters being watched, being monitored by cameras. I mean, at least leave for them. One of them is already a teenager who needs her privacy, needs her space, and you don't think that's weird that this guy is watching you and your two daughters 24/7, and your teenage daughter can be changing, you could be, changing your baby's diaper, and this 4-year-old man has access to these cameras all the time? I mean, I can completely understand outside cameras, Ring doorbell cameras, even cameras around the property or whatever. But you're talking about cameras inside the home when you have two young daughters. And one of them, like I said, is a teenager and she needs her privacy. And this motherfucker has cameras watching her. No, that is creepy, weird, and completely inappropriate. So anyways, it was recently Angie's teenage daughter's birthday, and they decided to rent a yacht for her birthday for her and her little friends. And also, Wes invited all his homies to use this as like a photo op. So it was like a 2-for-1, kill two birds with one stone. He allowed Alyssa to celebrate her birthday on there, but also invited all his homies, and they were filming each other doing push-ups on the deck or whatever, which, by the way, I also think is weird. Like, dude, what is going on here? There's no reason why this guy who is inviting all his homies to be on a yacht with these little teenage girls. Weird. It's weird. Anyways, you know how Wes is. He's being annoying and loud as walking around the boat, shoving his phone in everyone's faces, asking what their main goal is for this next coming year. And you just know everyone wanted to slap the shit out of him because he's just so obnoxious. But when he finally gets to Angie and he asks her what her goals are for this next upcoming year, and he's like, main goal.
What main goal? What's your main goal? Main goal?
She looks done. She looks so fed up. Main goal. And you know she wants to be like, my main goal? To leave your ass, motherfucker. And you know she wants to throw his bitch ass overboard so bad.
Babe, main goal for this next year?
Peace.
Loon.
Oh my god, this is just a side note, but I just have to tell you guys about this. Wes is so fucking childish. He posted this photo on his Instagram with Angie's baby daddy. This is like the father of her teenage daughter. And he captioned it, insecure broads, a lot of you men are. And yes, this is Alyssa's dad. What the fuck is the matter with you motherfuckers? Can't even drop your ego for the sake of children. Dude, what are you talking about? Are you serious? You're expecting praise for being cool with her baby daddy, somebody who she was with over a decade ago? The fact that you even think that that's something to brag about shows just how childish you are. That wouldn't even cross my mind that you wouldn't be cool with him. Why wouldn't you be cool with him? It was over a decade ago, and you want people to be like, oh my god, Wes, that's so manly of you, that's so big of you to be cool with him. Like, you're fucking pathetic. You're a kid, you're immature, and you're pathetic because there's literally no reason why you shouldn't be cool with him. That's like a weird toxic stereotype. Nobody actually acts like that. People who are adults don't actually beef with the baby daddy from 10 years ago. And the fact that you even bring it up expecting like a gold star proves how immature you actually are. And then they all took like a family video together, and Wes was like, most guys would have a problem with this. And it's just like, so you know that whole family couldn't stand him. You know Angie's family wanted to slap the shit out of him the whole time. He's so loud, so annoying and obnoxious. He's literally like the stereotypical white guy that just doesn't fit in.
Most guys would be a problem like this. We're not. We love all you guys.
Like, dude, please, 5 minutes. Just shut your big fat mouth for 5 minutes, please. I just know they were all asking Angie, like, does he ever shut up? She looked so annoyed this entire birthday, and honestly, I don't blame her. He's such a goofy fuck. Everything he does is for the gram or for attention. But look, the fact of the matter is, Wes is with Angie because he thinks she's hot and she's got a big fat ratchet ass BBL, and Angie is with Wes because of what she thinks he can provide for her. I mean, even when they did that Q&A on Wes's Instagram story and somebody asked them if they see each other as like a long-term thing, and her response was literally, does that mean we're stuck with each other? And he was like, I don't really care. Whether I'm with you or not, I'm gonna be winning.
Me and Angie both see a long-term thing in each other. Let's let her answer.
What does long-term mean? What do you mean, a relationship or we're stuck together?
I just don't even give a fuck, honestly. I'm going to win either way. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me. If she's in my life, she's hot, I'm winning. If it's someone else, I'm going to be winning. But, I mean, Loon needs us to be our best. And so that's why... And people are like, don't stay together just for the kids. Shut the fuck up. I don't listen to any of you losers. You fucking losers.
I mean, like I said earlier, I saw this coming from a mile away. Even when they did that disastrous live stream with Jack Doherty and his mom, which was honestly the most awkward and uncomfortable thing I've ever seen in my life. And I could not believe that he actually thought that that went well and had the audacity to call that a normal fight, which is concerning because if that's what one of their normal fights is, that's not normal, but I digress.
No, this made it way better. This is fucking awesome. You guys, hey, I'm glad you guys got to be part of our normal arguments. That's awesome.
fucking Wes was on the live stream telling women to settle. As long as a man doesn't beat you and he doesn't cheat on you and he pays the bills, you should be willing to settle. And Angie was literally in the background like, don't settle, don't settle.
If a guy doesn't hit you, doesn't cheat, and he pays the bills, shut the fuck up, because that's about as good as you're gonna get it.
No, that's why we go. That's why we go. Okay, that's why we go like this, because a provider is gonna provide mental, emotional,
Dude,
spiritual
don't ask a
safety.
guy who looks like this to provide it. In all reality, please, women, don't expect that much from a fucking man. Like, if the guy fucking pays the bills, if the guy does not cheat and he does not beat you, then fucking take that. Just realize you're getting the best of a man right there. Like, if you're asking him to learn all this shit, then he's gonna ask you to pay the bills. He's gonna say, fuck it, okay, if I'm gonna learn all this shit you're talking about, you're gonna have to make $10 million then. Fuck it. Because we're not gonna ask her that.
What do you have to say?
And I say women do not settle, because you know what? We're here.
Well, girly, take your own advice. This is what happens when you rely on a man. And yes, it is nice. I'm not going to lie. It is nice to be taken care of by your man, but not a man you're not married to. She is not married to this guy. You should never, ever be relying on a man to fully support you, fully take care of you if you are not married to him. Of course, he's going to financially control you because he knows that you have no income, no means to leave, even if you wanted to. And he knows he can treat you whatever way he wants and put cameras in his own house, and you lose the right to complain about it as soon as you decided to come back knowing full well how he was and his financial abuse and everything. And this is why Angie keeps choosing the wrong men. As we know, she has a history of picking shit, dumbass men. She has 3 or 4 baby daddies at this point, and now she's miserable with another guy. But here is dumbass Jack Doherty saying that he loves saying stupid things to get a reaction out of women just because he's insecure and loves validation. Angie has the nerve to say that that is a sign of emotional intelligence.
I do antagonize a little bit. That's me. But that's how I if I could be so mad at a girl, I will just I'll just say a crazy joke to her, something I'll get my anger out and by saying it in a joking manner.
You don't have a filter.
Exactly. It's that's the part, yeah. But I kind of like saying crazy things and then see how they react. It's just fun.
I wouldn't ask too much. I'd be like, oh, you're attracted.
That's a sign of emotional intelligence.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you knew that, guys, but saying awful, horrible things to women that you don't mean just to get a reaction because you're insecure and need validation, that's a sign of emotional intelligence. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah. Angie, this is why we're in this mess to begin with, because you can't seem to know the difference between weak, insecure men and men who are emotionally intelligent. And this is somebody who calls himself a healer and sells courses teaching you how to heal your inner child. Girl, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about, and you clearly haven't healed your own inner child. Wes is a little insecure baby back bitch who can't even handle Angie telling him that sometimes she needs space when she's feeling spread thin dealing with her baby.
What is your solution for me? What would I do to be emotionally more available for you?
And it depends on the circumstance.
See how the fuck am I supposed to remember?
If I need a moment to myself because I'm spread thin with different things, and I say, hey, I need a break, from my day, even though to you it doesn't look like work, but I have an emotional or a mental overload of all the things I have to do with kids, and I'm it has nothing to do with you, I just need a minute, I just need you to respect that, and that would help me a lot. And that's it.
Well, I can do that. I'm just going to start doing more streams with people and vipping more. I'll make it so you want me more. Watch. I'll play that game double time. I'm in a different city, bitch. What's up? No, I'm here. No, just bought a Bugatti, bitch. What's up? Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but that's just that's so immature.
No, but it's not even a game. The only way it's not a game. The only way guys cannot get what they want is to do something else. They have to redirect their energy. So if I really want to be with you physically and you're too tired, then I have to fucking go do something else to where I'm distracted. So I have to go do something with Jack and then I forget. If I'm at the house and you're at the house and I'm wanting my dick sucked and I can't get my fucking dick sucked, I'm pissed. What the fuck,
pissed.
You know? And so this is the thing.
Then just go find another bitch. Be fine, you know what?
But I'm not trying to say it like that. She doesn't know what we're saying. She said in front of the baby. The baby.
This is how childish and pathetic this little insecure is. Oh, I'm in a different city, bitch. How do you not see that he doesn't have any respect for you? Oh, I'm gonna play that game double time then. Not to mention, she is allowing this guy to talk like that in front of her baby and talk to her like that and disrespect her like that in front of her baby. And they can say all they want that the baby doesn't understand what they're saying. But isn't Angie the one who's all about energy and feeling the energy and vibrations in the room? If I can feel the aggressive energy through the screen, you know this baby can feel the aggressive, argumentative energy that's in that room. And if they keep calling this a normal argument and they consider this like a normal fight of theirs, I can only imagine what their arguments look like in front of that poor baby when the cameras are not around. And this is how damn stupid Wes is. He's talking about how cursing is a reality of life, and he doesn't really care if children hear curse words at 2 years old, 5 years old, 12 years old. It doesn't matter to him. And Angie responds by saying, oh, well, I have different views on that. And he literally says to her, his response is, well, my views got me further. And it's like, well, guess what, motherfucker? Those are not your kids. It doesn't matter what your views are. Those are not your kids. So that is not his decision to make.
The whole thing is it's fucking words. So, I mean, it's the reality of life. So, I mean, exactly. I'm just not jaded to reality. Like, it wouldn't bother me either way if people heard fucking words at fucking 2, 5, 6, 12 or whatever. I was fucking literally around drugs at that age.
I have different views, so that's why sometimes we beg.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, my views got me further.
Different
so I'm just saying, this whole thing is, the way I think and the way I operate got me way further. So when you guys really want to learn how to level up as women, you have to listen to the people who got way further than you and how they got way further.
Yeah, that's the conversation I was having with Christy yesterday, word for word. That's crazy. I was like, why do you argue with everything I say? I'm like, just listen to me. I'm like, I know exactly how I got here from what I knew, and it's just like, I get your brain comes up with your own little things, but just they need to stay silent because it's throwing me the fuck off.
And this is what I mean by Angie just allowing this guy to walk all over her, control every single. She is sacrificing so much in her life. She even is sacrificing her own morals and the way she wants to raise her daughters because this guy is controlling every aspect of her life and now financially controlling her, she has to shut her mouth and raise her kids the way he wants because she has access to nothing. And she's been okay with it up until this point, all because she wants to live in a fancy ass house, walk around, have designer clothes, eat at fancy places. You are sacrificing so much more than you think, all for materialism. Okay, so she just posted this while I've been filming on her Instagram story. It says, men were meant to protect, not destroy, to love, not consume, to stand beside women, not above them. Aside from the fact that posting passive aggressive quotes on your story when it's clearly aimed at somebody in your real life is one of my biggest pet peeves, like, girl, why not actually do something about it instead of venting to an internet full of strangers that you don't even know? Because at this point, it's starting to look like you're fishing for attention and sympathy, and that's not cute. If you're truly that unhappy with your life and the man that you're with, like your posts are claiming, then do something about it. Oh my God, so I just really quickly went to go check Wes's page to see if he had said anything ever since Angie's been talking all this shit about her relationship and her man's. And he posted this thing where he tries to act like a big happy family with Angie and her baby daddy and some guy.
Family. Everyone, how happy are you today? Yay! Yay!
And then he posts a second story saying that like they're family and all this shit.
Guys, never give up. Always stick to the fact that you love each other. You want it to work out. Today we had a shit show of a day. All of us. About just disagreements and bad energy. And the thing is, we sat down at dinner and Yoshi was like, fuck that, we're having a dinner, a family dinner. Yoshi ordered us some Israeli family dinner.
Enjoy dinner, stay peace.
And you guys, it's small. It's all small. But just love your people, no matter what.
How sad is that? And slightly pathetic that he's calling this woman and her kids and her baby daddy his family. How sad is that? And this is the problem with Wes, is he's probably never going to have a family. He's probably never going to have kids or a healthy marriage of his own because he doesn't have the ability to give his all to somebody, to open up his feelings. Like, he is just so self-centered and so selfish, just like a complete narcissist. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot and I hate it. Trust me, I hate using it, but he truly is. But anyways, he finally has something to say about his relationship, calling this the contraction phase and saying that, people who pretend that their relationship's perfect and they never go through anything, or, that's not normal. And I agree. Every couple has their issues. Every couple has their arguments and their problems, their ups and their downs. But you know what they don't have? You know what I've never, ever, ever done in a relationship, and I've never seen any of my friends do, is come online and passive aggressively post about our boyfriends or our partners. That's crazy. That's not normal. It's not normal to come online and like talk in third person as if you're like asking for a friend. If it's normal to put cameras in your home that are watching you and talking about how he's pushing you away. It's also not normal to post quotes about your man saying that he's financially abusing you. That's not normal. So, you can talk about the contraction phase all you want and, how relationships aren't perfect and everyone has their problems. Yes. But the things that are going on in your relationship, that is not normal. And I would not call it a contraction phase.
So I don't care who you are out there. If you really are going to act like there's not massive contraction phases in your life, you're tripping. I mean, lately there's just been a lot of people I know are like at odds with their partner people in their lives. And there's no reason to try to point fingers or explain it. There's only solutions.
I just wanted to say that it's so sad that literally the only one that can't see that Angie is on her way out the door is Wes.
Anyways, guys, it is so clear that Angie is just tired of Wes. She's annoyed as hell. And honestly, I know a lot of you might think that I don't like Angie because of the things I say about her. I don't actually have a problem with Angie at all. I wish she would leave Wes, and I wish she would find some self-esteem and like some value within herself, because it just seems like she's with this guy expecting to be taken care of and now getting upset saying that she's being, financially coerced when, listen, you were never married to this guy. You were never going to get anything out of this guy. He is a selfish prick. And if you even thought for a second that he was going to be like sharing his wealth 50-50 with you, you are crazy. At the end of the day, I truly do wish her the best, at least for the sake of her children, because it's clear that she's unhappy. But women who are watching this, please learn from this. Do not ever sacrifice your goals or your dreams for any man, and never ever allow somebody to financially control you, especially one that you're not married to. Even if you have to, at the very least, have a small part-time job, a little small gig that brings in at least a little bit of money, if God forbid you ever found yourself in a situation like Angie. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. Please like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.